Good morning children. We are back again to the topic maps. So, in the last class we learned the different types of map like political map, physical map and the thematic maps. We also discussed what is political map, then what is physical map and thematic maps. Then other than that, there are also maps which are used to explain historic events like war, then spread of civilizations, then related to voyages, etc. There are also maps related to that. Then there are maps which show small villages, towns, then states, countries, etc. So, all these are different types of maps. So, today we will be dealing with the components of maps. So, usually maps have three components, mainly they are direction, distance and symbols. So, which are the three components of maps? They are direction, distance and the symbols which you see on a map. So, if someone talking about direction, if someone is asking you which is your east direction. So, when someone asks you the eastern direction, you can easily point out or find out the area or the place where the sun rises. So, when where the sun rises, it will be your eastern direction. So, if you get the eastern direction, or if you are a person standing in face to the sun, then the front portion where you stand will be the east, then the backward portion will be the west, and the right hand side will be the south and the left hand side will be the north. So, this is the way how you find direction. So, if you are facing the sun, the front portion will be east, then the backward portion will be the west, your right hand side will be south and your left hand side will be the north. So, this is how you find direction usually. So, on map if you need to find directions, last class we already learned there is a pointer or an arrow which shows the northern direction. So, when there is an arrow pointing towards the north, if this is the north point which points out towards the north, then the point or the area next just opposite to the north will be south, then the left one will be the west and the other one will be the east. So, this direction, so there are four directions normally we see on map. They are north, south, west and the east, which you call as the cardinal points. You call it as the cardinal points. It is called as the cardinal points. Now, in between these cardinal points there are also sub directions which you call as intermediate directions. So, here the area between north and east you call as the northeast, between south and east you call southeast, between south and west you call it as southwest, and between north and west you call this direction as northwest, which you call as the sub directions or the intermediate directions. So, usually from this you can conclude that usually directions are normally pointed out with the help of an arrow. Now, next is distance. See, usually distance is being represented by using a scale. When directions were found out with the help of arrow, distance were being found out by showing or by drawing it on scale. And this scale is usually shown below the map. It is usually drawn below the map, which is shown below the map here. You can see here. Here it is. There is a scale drawn. Here there is a scale drawn. This is seen below the map. So, usually scales are being drawn below or shown below the map. So, each and every map will be having such a description here which shows that you must understand that it's a scale drawn on a map. See, this scale is called as a measuring line on a map, which is used to find out correct directions or correct distance between various points on a map. So, the distance between various points on a map is drawn accurately, or you can measure it accurately with the help of a scale. And see, there is actual distances. You can measure actual distance of a place. See, here I have drawn a scale here measuring 0, 100, 200, 300. See, it's given in centimeters. So, here 1 centimeter it represents 100 meters. So, This is a scale that is being drawn. So that shows that 1 centimeter on map represents 100 meters, that is the actual distance of the place on ground. So 1 centimeter on map here shows 100 meters, which is the actual distance of a place on ground. Now a scale can be drawn in any measurement, that is a millimeter or a centimeter, to represent a kilometer, 100 kilometers or 1000 kilometers. So there are large scale map as well as small scale maps. See, large scale maps will be showing small areas in detail, whereas small scale maps show large areas in small. So that is called as large scale and small scale map. Now the third component of map is symbols. So you know what is a symbol, what is the meaning of symbol, you know, isn't it? So symbol means, it's not always possible for us to show the actual shape and size of different features like mountains or dams, buildings, huge buildings, etc. cannot be represented easily on maps. So in such cases we use symbols to denote it or to represent it on the map. So using symbols, it will be clearer as well as it will be very easier for you to read and understand. So for this quicker and easier understanding, we represent such type of physical features or special features on earth with the help of symbols. And see, there is some sort of arrangement or agreement that is being made all over the world regarding the use of certain symbols, and these convenient used symbol, or there are certain symbols that is commonly used on maps all over the world, which you call it as conventional symbols. And see, there are other than using symbols, there are also colors also being used to show the physical features. See, ocean or water bodies, when you look at the map, you can see ocean and water bodies are represented in blue color. Then places are being located or being specified on map using green colors. Then mountains are shaded brown on map. So if you see a brown shade on a map, on a physical map, you can say that it is a mountain there. If then to denote snow on a hill, it is represented in white color. So colors are also widely used on maps as symbols being used for easier and quicker understanding on maps. So these are the different components of maps: direction, distance and symbols. So you have your atlas with you, and this different symbols can be seen on page number 14 in your atlas. If you have atlas with you, you can take page number 14 and find out the different symbols that are being used on maps. Then certain letters are also used. For example, for post office, you have seen it written as PO. Police station, it is represented as PS. So similarly, symbols rather than symbols, see, words are also used to denote certain places on the earth. So this is related to components of maps. Hope you understood. Thank you.